What is up everyone, it is Sacred Saiyan here, welcoming you to the final episode of the series, What If Goku Black Lost Control of Goku's Body? If you end up enjoying today's video, then please subscribe, it is free, and you can always unsubscribe later. You can also leave a like on the video, and comment down below anything you enjoyed, along with any other series you would like to see me do. You can also join my Discord server through the link in the description to talk to me and my community, along with being notified whenever I upload. And yeah, with that out of the way, let's get into today's episode of What If Goku Black Lost Control of Goku's Body? This video begins on Beerus' planet. Broly and Vegeta are watching on alongside Beerus and Whis as Kakarot and Goku commence a sparring match. The pair both know Kakarot is the clear superior in terms of their base states, but that isn't what they are here to test. They are there to see who is stronger at maximum power. So, while Goku powers up into perfected Ultra Instinct, and Kakarot powers up into Ultra Ego, the pair blitz towards each other. Kakarot throwing a punch, which Goku evades, and Goku countering with a punch, which gets blocked by Kakarot. The pair then jump back, both of them smirking, as they blitz towards each other once again, and both Beerus and Whis watch with great anticipation, wanting to see which one of their students is stronger. Broly watches on in amazement. He can't believe how strong these guys are, and with Kakarot taking a sort of mentor role for Broly, Broly watches on to see how strong his master truly is. Vegeta, on the other hand, is frustrated with his own weakness. He still hasn't found a way to keep up. No new godly transformation like Kakarot or Goku, no legendary power like Broly. It hurts his pride as a Saiyan Prince, but then Vegeta actually gets an idea. He is the Prince of all Saiyans, so why not return to his Saiyan roots, even if temporarily? Maybe he can find a way to access his Great Ape transformation once more, and use that in some way. He'll have to speak with Bulma to see if that's possible. Anyway, the battle between Kakarot and Goku continues. Kakarot clearly does have an edge in power, but he just can't overcome the evasive speed of Ultra Instinct. And Goku is able to land blows on Kakarot, but all they do is make the gap in power between the two even wider, and Kakarot fully recovers from them. Kakarot keeps on throwing attacks, Goku continuing to dodge, but each blow gets slightly closer to connecting, starting to graze Goku, and then Kakarot throws a punch at Goku's face, and it hits, sending Goku flying, and Kakarot chases after him, throwing a flurry of attacks before slamming Goku into the ground with a thunderous kick, making Goku revert back to base form. Goku gets back up, transforming back into perfected Ultra Instinct, and saying Kakarot is crazy strong, but he's not done yet. Whis, however, interjects, saying they have seen enough for now, and Lord Beerus doesn't want more of his planet destroyed. Kakarot and Goku looking around and seeing the damage they caused, they both revert to base form, apologising for the damage, and while Kakarot and Goku go and talk to Beerus and Broly, Vegeta walks over to Whis, and he would ask him to be taken back to Earth. Whis asking why, and Vegeta says he needs to explore some other paths of training, and he may return once he has, but he isn't benefiting as much from the training here as the others. Whis says very well, taking Vegeta back to Earth, and once Vegeta is there, he goes to Bulma to figure out any way to access Great Ape without his tail, and after some thinking, Bulma comes up with the Bloodwave machine, allowing Vegeta to transform into Great Ape, and thankfully, he still has perfect control over it. After this test, Vegeta will begin training and experimenting with the use of the Bloodwave machine, seeing if he can find a way to evolve with his Saiyan power. Maybe he can combine Super Saiyan with Great Ape, like they did with Super Saiyan God, but only time will tell, and we'll see the fruits of his training later on. The Granola arc doesn't take place, since Frieza was never revived, which means we're going to skip ahead all the way to the superhero movie. Things start out the same, however, the Red Ribbon Army have much more data than usual, due to some of the events which have transpired on Earth, and this time, when Piccolo gets Bulma to try call Whis, Kakarot and Broly are having a sparring match, so they can't get their help, but fortunately, Vegeta is still on Earth, due to his training, but he doesn't really care about some human army, so if those androids show up again, then he'll step in, but otherwise, he'll just continue his training. So, things play out similar for a while. Piccolo's still wanting to help Gohan reawaken his power, so he still fakes the kidnapping of Pan, but this time, when Gohan heads to the Red Ribbon Army base and reawakens his ultimate power, Vegeta senses it, and arrives at the scene, watching Gohan and Piccolo take on the Gammas, and deciding he'll step in if one of them gets defeated. As they can't take on Gohan or Piccolo, they aren't worth him testing his new power on. However, very shortly, he'll meet an opponent to test that power. You see, Vegeta still being on Earth was noted by the Red Ribbon Army, and for that reason, they put greater focus on the creation of Cell Max, meaning he's actually fully ready to be released, and far more powerful and optimized than the canon Cell Max. So, once he is released, he's no longer a mindless giant. He instead looks far more similar to Perfect Cell, and actually has intelligence. Cell Max then flies to the surface. By this point, the Gammas realised they were being manipulated and stopped fighting. So now, Orange Piccolo, Gohan, the Gammas, and Vegeta all watch Cell Max emerge, and Vegeta smirks, telling the others to step aside. It's his turn for some fun. Cell Max looks down at his hands, gazing at the perfection which is himself. Vegeta then flies in front of him, asking if he is the same Cell they have fought before. Cell Max says no. Unlike the previous version of himself they encountered, he actually is perfection. Vegeta laughs, saying they'll see about that, but at the very least, he should be a good test for his new power. Cell Max tells Vegeta that he already has knowledge of Vegeta's blue transformations, but this just makes Vegeta grin. It's fortunate Vegeta only gains this power recently. Otherwise, Cell Max would probably have data on it. Vegeta then powers up, transforming into Super Saiyan 4. This transformation isn't even as strong as Super Saiyan God, but this is just a warm-up to gauge the power of Cell Max. The two then clash, both of them gauging the strength of the other, and Cell Max is using this chance to understand how much power not only Vegeta has, but how much power he himself has. However, it seems Vegeta's transformation isn't even comparable to those blue ones he has data on, so this won't be a challenge at all. The two then break away from each other, Cell Max saying he'll give Vegeta one chance to power up, otherwise he won't waste his time and he'll just kill him here and now. Vegeta begins laughing as a red aura begins surging around him, Vegeta saying very well as he imbues Super Saiyan 4 with godly ki. Vegeta finishes his transformation, and he now hovers there in Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4. He was able to combine his Saiyan power with that of the gods. Cell mockingly claps, saying impressive. From his data, Vegeta seems to be even stronger than any warrior seen on Earth. However, he's still no match for himself. Vegeta says they'll see about that, blitzing towards Cell Max, and they begin to clash once again. This time Cell Max needing to use more power, as Vegeta actually pushes him in that suppressed state. However, once Cell Max does exert more power, Vegeta is clearly outmatched, leading to Piccolo, Gohan and the two Gammas joining in the fight. Vegeta being annoyed by this, but at this point, he knows Cell Max is too big of a threat to be taken lightly. Vegeta and Piccolo take charge in the fight, Gohan and the Gammas playing a support role. However, Cell is getting bored of this game, so he decides he'll take them out one by one, starting with Piccolo. Cell bursts his aura, sending everyone flying, and he then dashes towards Piccolo, punching a hole straight in his chest, and Piccolo coughs out blood as he begins falling out of the sky. Cell Max is then about to go after Vegeta, but the entire planet begins to shake. Cell looking over to Gohan, who is snapped at the sight of Piccolo being killed. As this is happening, Kakarot and Broly just finished their sparring match, and once they are no longer focused on the sparring match, everyone there immediately senses what is going on Earth. They sense so many strong powers, something has to be going on. Kakarot tells Goku and Broly to grab on, he'll Kai them there, but Beerus and Whis also say they want to join them as well. It will be interesting to watch what is going on, so Kakarot Kai's them all to the battlefield. Seeing Gohan, now awakened in his beast transformation, and Vegeta in Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4, leading the charge against Cell Max, with the two Gammas giving them support. Cell Max then senses the arrival of the others, quickly smacking away Gohan and Vegeta and flying down to where they just arrived. Cell Max then smirks. Finally, he got their attention. Now, he can unleash his full power with some worthy opponents. Without saying a word, Kakarot and Goku both transform. Goku to perfected Ultra Instinct, and Kakarot to Ultra Ego. However, they aren't the only ones to transform. Broly transforms into Super Saiyan, this time being in a controlled state. It took him some time, but he was able to achieve this through his training on Beerus's planet. Cell Max then unleashes his full power, flying up, as Vegeta and Gohan rush him from behind, and Goku, Kakarot and Broly rush at him from in front. Cell Max taking them all on at once, and although he is struggling, he clearly has the edge. Cell knows that eventually he'll be overwhelmed, so like he tried to earlier, he needs to take them out one by one. He knows he can't take Kakarot out first, since from his data, he doesn't know Kakarot is immortal, but at the very least, he can regenerate. Cell is having trouble deciding which one to take on. They are surprisingly all very close in power to one another. However, he decides to try kill Broly first, knowing he grows fast in power, so he could become a problem. So, he begins focusing his attacks on Broly, and even though it's difficult, he's able to eventually knock Broly out. Then quickly jumping back to catch his breath, and the 4 Saiyans left need to come up with a plan. Even with Broly, they were losing, so now he's gone, they need to figure out something fast. They could just let Kakarot take on Cell one-on-one, with all the damage he'd take, and then heal. He could probably catch up to Cell Max, but that's risky. They don't know if Cell has any of their techniques or not, like the original Cell, because if he does, then he might have some sealing techniques. Goku then says they can do the fusion dance, and Vegeta refuses, saying he won't resort to fusing again. Kakarot says that's fine. Both him and Goku know the fusion dance, and confused with each other. They just need Vegeta and Gohan to hold off Cell Max. Vegeta says fine, and Gohan agrees, both of them rushing towards Cell and doing their best to take him on. Cell being able to hold them off, but he's confused. Where are Goku and Kakarot? Cell then sees the pair in the distance. They are up to something. Cell then kicks Vegeta and Gohan away, beginning to fly towards Kakarot and Goku, but Vegeta quickly recovers, flying in front of Cell and punching him in the face, knocking him back, and Gohan then flies behind Cell, putting him in a full Nelson. Kakarot and Goku then begin doing the fusion dance, and Cell throws Gohan off of him, straight into Vegeta, but Vegeta catches him, the pair then rushing at Cell to hold him back just a little bit longer, but Cell knows he has to stop Kakarot and Goku from doing whatever they are about to do. Cell slams Gohan into the ground, and throws a punch at Vegeta, but Vegeta catches the punch, his eyes glowing a dark blue as he does this, seemingly harnessing a power which he can't yet fully activate. But Cell then grabs Vegeta's arm, throwing him in the distance, but when he looks down to Kakarot and Goku, it's too late. They completed the fusion dance, and now, Merged Goku is born. Merged Goku then looks to Cell, glaring at him as he begins to power up. One of his eyes turns silver, while the other turns purple, as he attempts to harness both Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego at the same time. He can't fully utilize either of them, but he can maintain this Omen combined state for a short period, and that's all he'll need to deal with Cell. Merged Goku Kai's in front of Cell Max, instantly throwing a flurry of attacks, which Cell can't even react to. Cell then starts flying away, throwing a flurry of Ki Blast at Merged Goku, but Merged Goku dodges half of them and tanks the rest. Merged Goku then chasing after Cell, and quickly catching up to him. Cell trying to throw a punch at Merged Goku, but he catches it, then outstretching his other arm, and ending Cell the same way Kakarot ended Cooler, with a Hakai. Completely erasing the threat to the universe. Moments later, Merged Goku splits back into Kakarot and Goku. That power was very draining, so the fusion couldn't last long. The pair then look around for the others, seeing Vegeta carrying Gohan and Broly, and the 2 Gammas carrying Piccolo, who was barely able to survive. Everyone then reverts to their base states, Pan running over and hugging Gohan, and Beerus yawns, saying that was certainly entertaining, but it's all over now. However, now he wonders which one of them is actually the strongest. Vegeta steps up, saying it's clearly him, but Gohan says he doesn't know. He might be a bit stronger than Vegeta. Goku would then scratch his head, saying he knows one way they can find out, and they all head to Beerus' planet, Pan even coming along to watch, as we get a free-for-all between Orange Piccolo, Super Saiyan Broly, Beast Gohan, Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Perfected Ultra Instinct Goku, and Ultra Ego Kakarot. But I'll let you guys comment down below who you think wins that free-for-all. Once that is over, Gohan, Piccolo and Pan return to Earth. Vegeta deciding to train on Beerus' planet once more, as he felt like he nearly awakened something against Cell, and he believes training more on Beerus' planet will help him reach it. A lot of time passes, Kakarot training with Beerus, and finally, Beerus says that's it. Kakarot asking what Beerus means, and Beerus says that he's finally taught Kakarot everything he can. He knows Goku never wanted this position, but Kakarot is different due to his experiences. So, he offers Kakarot the position of the God of Destruction. He can spend the rest of his days helping the universe by taking out any threat to it, preventing anyone else from suffering like he has. Kakarot has to think about it, but he does end up accepting the position. And so, Whis taps his staff, giving Kakarot his new outfit, and he instructs Kakarot that to start his training as the new God of Destruction, he wants Kakarot to maintain his Ultra Ego state until he can do it permanently. And Kakarot agrees, ready for the challenge and ready to fulfill his duties to the best of his ability. He won't be sleeping all the time like Beerus. But we are going to end this series here, as I think this is a good place to end off this story. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and this series as a whole. And if you did, then make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you enjoyed, and any other series you would like to see me do. I want to give a huge shout out to the channel members. I appreciate you guys so much for the support, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Goodbye guys.